This clip is 4 minutes and 57 seconds of electro-optical and infrared sensor footage recorded over the Yellow Sea in 2023. The material was submitted by United States Indo-Pacific Command to AARO under the Pursue Release Program and later made available in mid-2026. What follows is the sensor record as provided, with the overall image quality degrading as the clip progresses. Early in the footage, the sensor operates in infrared and holds an area of contrast near the center of the frame. The system then zooms in and maintains that contrast as a focus of tracking for an extended period. After about a minute, the display switches into the electro-optical daytime camera, producing a visible band with a dark object set against a blue background. That visible mode lasts only briefly before the system returns to infrared, at which point the contrast target moves out of view for several moments. Midway through the clip, the operator changes zoom and contrast settings, and the footage shows the area of contrast reappearing near the frame center. There are repeated occasions when the contrast target leaves and then re-enters the sensor field of view, and there are several passes where the platform reacquires and holds the target toward the middle of the image. At one point, the sensor zooms in further and holds the track for many seconds. Later in the recording, the footage briefly loses coherence and appears to skip, and then the track continues as the display returns to its prior state. Near the end, the sensor zooms back out, and the contrast area leaves and re-enters the frame a few more times before the clip ends. The catalog entry accompanying this clip notes no analytical judgment and does not offer an identification for the observed signature. The reporting package identifies this as an unresolved UAP case originating from a United States military platform and forwarded through the established review channel. For investigators and analysts, the clip is notable because it combines alternating infrared and electro-optical modes, a sequence of zoom and contrast adjustments, and intermittently degraded imagery that complicates interpretation. That progressive degradation and the moments when the target exits the field of view mean the sighting record is incomplete and would require correlated sensor or witness data to clarify motion or scale. The operational context supplied with this material is limited to the sensor feed itself. The record does not include additional telemetry or platform narration. Viewers should note the file is an observational record rather than an explanatory report, and the clip was provided as part of the wider Pursue release without a conclusive finding. When assessing what is on screen, consider the combined effects of sensor mode changes, zoom, and contrast adjustments on the appearance of small or distant objects. The sequence where the display switches from infrared into the daytime electro-optical channel briefly reveals a dark form against sea-colored sky that is not present in the infrared frames, which illustrates how different sensors can present disparate signatures of the same scene. The intermittent loss of coherence in the middle of the recording and the later reduction in overall image fidelity are both reasons the case remains unresolved in the archive. For historians and researchers, this clip matters because it documents how contemporary military sensors capture ambiguous signatures over international waters and how those records are handled through official reporting pathways. The recording was logged as observed on January 1st of 2023, and the public release date was in July of 2026. If you are tracking patterns across multiple cases, note the operational detail here. Alternating sensor modes, repeated entries and exits from the field of view, zoom tracking, and a short period where the feed appears to skip. Those are the observable elements in the video itself, and no further analytic conclusion is offered on their cause within the accompanying material. Find this case alongside the wider archive and our weekly UAP News podcast at UAPDrop.com.